Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now, first off, I'd just like to say rest in peace to Joey Jordison, man. That sucks. One of the best drummers in the game as far as I'm concerned. If you watch his channel, you know I absolutely gush over drummers. Well, Joey Jordison's been one of those drummers I've gushed over for about 20 years now. Sick drumming, always interesting and cool stuff going on in his drumming. So man, that's a loss to the music world, serious loss to the drumming world, so rest in peace. Now today I've lined up one of the sickest days that we're going to have on this channel. Chaotic hardcore, noisy, shouty, aggressive, chaotic, sick drumming, all the best shit goes on in this music as far as I'm concerned. This is some of my favorite stuff to listen to. Been loving this stuff for about 20 years as well. Cannot get enough of it. So we got 5 bands to check out today, which is so dope. We're gonna have such a sick day on the channel today. They all sound super great. So let's just get straight into it. I think they're all new bands to the channel as well, and from all over the world. This first band we're gonna check out is called Tales. The track is called Las Horas Más Oscuras. Here we go. Not a ton of distortion on the guitars, they got a nice crunch to them. Cool. Sounds great. You get just a bit of string rattle cutting through. Just love that. What a sick track. Yes, loved it. These guys had quite a long one for us, 4.5 minutes, but they filled that out nicely, broke it down for us, made it more sludgy and doomy there with an atmospheric edge to the vocal and stuff. Sounded superb. Really went nicely into that section after the high energy and the hardcore. Loved it. Great sound, great guitar tones. I say, not too distorted and thick and chunky. Still got a stringiness to it, got a crunch to it as well. I thought it sounded great in there. Sick drumming, great washy cymbals, loads of mix-ups and stuff to bring the energy into the music. Great vocal. That bass sounded dope as well. That's kicked the day off nicely. Let's keep the energy going. We've got some shorter tracks now. This next track is called, this band, sorry, is called Bother. The track is called Dogs and Wealth. These guys have only got 24 subscribers, so let's try and get them some more because they sound dope. We got some flashing images. Sick. These bands are breaking it down for us, bringing us in an atmospheric edge to the chaos. Great job. Dope. Nice. Man, I love this music so much. It's so great. It offers me everything that I want to hear and the energies that I want to get from listening to music. It's just ticks every single box for me. I absolutely love it. Sick, chaotic, hardcore energy, shouting, aggressive vocals, loads of mix-up in the drums, sick riffs with panic chords and all the cool stuff that you can do on the guitar. And just a great energy. And then towards the end of the track or halfway through the track, breaking it down, bringing in an atmospheric edge, widening it out, making the vocal a bit more spatial and reverby, and just bringing in a whole different vibe to the music from the chaotic hardcore energy. But it just moves into it nicely and then brings in a whole different vibe to the rest of the track. So dope. Man, both of these last two bands absolutely killed it. 10 out of 10. Next band we're going to check out is called Parlor. These are on the Gore Grinder channel. This track is called Thermostat 8. That's some nice bass as well. Yeah. Getting a good sound out of those vegetables. Effect on the vocal. Cool. Sick drumming. He came out of nowhere. Oh, there you go. That's it for that one. Shorter track, just 2.5 minutes. Sounded dope. Interesting vocal effect on this one, because it sounded like he was really kind of quite far away from the mic. Had a lot of room sound in there, but it also had all that distortion and compression and saturation on there as well, which like really kind of squeezed the sound. So it had a really cool sound to it, sat in the mix in an interesting way. Really cool, kind of distant but squashed as well. Very cool, sick drumming, loads of cool energy. Man, we're killing it today. This next band, this track's from 2018. It's a bit older. Blind Tiger. The track is called In the Future. Here we go. Another short one, 2:20. Man, you just know straight away from the sound. If you love this music, just like, yeah, these guys sound great straight away. More great rattly bass. Dope. There you go. One of the cool things about this music, and one of the kind of elements that makes this music, I think, and we've seen it in all the bands today, is a certain guitar tone. And that's why you know this music the second it hits your ears as well, because you're just like, yes, it's that cool guitar tone. So you just know something cool is going to come after it. But it's that not too distorted. It's like nicely distorted, but not too distorted. Still got a stringiness to it. Still got a crunch to it. And we've had a whole bunch of different guitars played today, but what a lot of these bands used to do is, or still do, is use a Telecaster or a single coil pickup. Rickenbackers are a great guitar for it as well, and then run it through something like an orange amp, and you get that dirty low end, which goes great with those rattly, grisly bass tones as well. But you still get a stringiness and a cut through and a kind of sharper edge to the tone, and it just goes great with all those panic chords and kind of tritones and stuff like that. It just works out. You don't want too much distortion necessarily in this music, because it loses its kind of crunchy edge then. Super dope. I'm going to finish off with this last band. This is Burning Hell. All these bands today have been new to the channel. They've all absolutely kicked ass, 10 out of 10. Hopefully get all of these bands back on the channel, and probably just spin them all again back to back, because they've sounded absolutely dope together. This track's called Bleach. We're going to finish off with these guys. What a Sick Day. Seems to be a problem on the rise, unfortunately. Sick bass in all the bands. Yeah. These guys are heavy. Great vocal tone. Yeah. Man, those dudes were heavier than I thought they were going to be. Not quite as stringy sounding in these guys, just big and dirty, orange, nasty sound. They got that kind of leech sound as well. Man, what a sick band. The vocal tone in that one, he just had a super gravelly throat and just an open, manly kind of sound to his throat. But the distortion and stuff they had added on there as well just broke it up even more. Sounded sick. Really gave a power to the sound, and they had enough power going on as it was as well in the guitars and everything else, and that big dirty bass tone. Yes, What a sick band. Man, that's 5 for 5 today. I pulled these bands out of the queue because they were all chaotic, hardcore-y, noisy, aggressive vocals, sick drumming, interesting stuff going on in the drums. Turns out sick bass tones in all these bands as well, which is absolutely cut through the mix and sounded amazing, and just give the grizzle and grind, extra grizzle and grind to the track, and those great guitar tones as well. Bit more heavy in that last band, but man, still sounded amazing. Had a nice energy and pace in that one as well. Sick. There you go. There's 5 dope bands to check out, and they all need more viewers and more subscribers. None of these guys have really got enough. 33 subscribers that last band had. Well, that's an absolute crime as far as I'm concerned for a band that sounds that dope. So get over to their channels, give them some subscribes and likes, and follow these bands, and we'll try and get all of these bands back on the channel in the future, because that is some of my favorite stuff. 10 out of 10, instant fan of all of these bands. So if you're watching the channel, keep sending in your music so I don't have to keep adding it to the queue myself, because we just want to check out more and more music like this on the channel today. So hope you're having a good one, guys. That's going to be it for today. We'll see you around. Bye.